episode of Cooking with Cat Hair. Come here. Featuring the cat hair. Hey, you want to make some apple harvest bread? Huh? Sure. We'll say she does. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get all my dry ingredients into a bowl. So I've got 2 cups of flour, half a cup of brown sugar. The recipe called for light, but all we had was dark, so I'm going to use that and see what happens. And here we have got 1 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, half a teaspoon of ground cloves, and half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And on this other side, we have half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That's all going in with our flour and brown sugar. I'm going to mix this together until it's all nice and happy. Alright, set that to the side. So I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees, and now it's time to use the mixer. I have 1.5 cups of sugar. Where are you going? To mix with 3/4 cup of butter. That's 3 of these little half sticks, or a stick and a half if you have them. And 1 and 3. So I'm gonna rinse my hands. We'll get that started. Alright, so now that that's all done, I'm going to add in 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 15-ounce can of pumpkin. You know it's October when everything's got pumpkin in it, right? And we're going to start beating that. Alright, now that that's a nice and orange color, we're going to add our flour mixture, which has all the flour, the brown sugar, spices, the salt, baking powder, baking soda, all that good stuff. Just add that a little bit at a time. Did about half. Stir that in. Put in the other half. Alright, now that our batter is nice and thick, we're going to add in our other ingredients. So I've got half a cup of walnuts, half a cup of raisins. These are totally optional if you don't like walnuts or raisins. I'm going to add in 3 to 4 peeled and diced Granny Smith apples. And I'm just getting mine into kind of a small dice here. They're not going to all be the same size, that's fine. Everybody gets a little bite of apple, that's all you want. So here's what they look like all cut up. I'm just going to throw them in there and mix it up. We've got our, oops, there they go. So we've got our apples, our flour, our sugar, our spices, some raisins, some walnuts. This is going to be a good loaf. Alright, now I'm going to take off mixer part. I'm just going to fold these in because I don't think my mixer would like this thick batter very much. So I'm just taking a spatula here and mixing all of these ingredients into the batter. Okay, so I've got my greased loaf pan. I'm just going to pour my batter in it, and we're going to put it in the oven for 45 to 50 minutes or until it comes out clean. It smells good.
Shouldn't it be thin?
It's batter. It's loaf. Okay, so the recipe called for 3 small loaf pans, but I just wanted to make one big loaf, and it's full. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a pan underneath it, and I'll stick this in the oven and hope it doesn't explode and see what happens. Okay, so the loaf is in the oven. Like I said, cook it 45 to 50 minutes, and I'll see you then. Okay, so I just took it out of the oven. It did take the full 50 minutes, and it didn't explode or overflow, so that was good. So now while it's still hot, I'm going to cover it with 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of regular sugar, and 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. We had a little problem with this one spot that kept seeming raw, so we put it back in for 15 minutes, took it out, still raw, put it back in for 15 minutes, took it out, still raw. I took it out of the pan and it totally like collapsed. So next time I will definitely be using the 3 smaller pans, but here's a chunk. You can see the apples and the walnuts and the raisins, and it tastes good. It's really good. You kind of break it off. It's hard to slice. So now we know for next time. And I will see you next week on Cooking with Cat Hair.